Oi everybody, Juliana here. Welcome back to Bake Cook Travel. Today it's time for some lasagna. A simple and very traditional recipe for you to make at home. And of course, a little bit of my own touch. So, let's cook! Let's get started with one of our layers, the sauce, a delicious Bolognese sauce. Into a large pot over medium to high heat, add about 2 tablespoons of oil. When it's very hot, add 800 grams of lean ground beef. You can do half pork and half beef as well. It's up to your taste. Both work great. Cook it a bit and then add some pepper and salt. Not too much, so you can adjust your seasoning later. Add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Add 1 smashed garlic and keep cooking just until it gets some color but not all cooked. Take it off the heat and put back into a bowl. In the same pot over a medium heat, add more oil, about 1 tablespoon. I'm using grapeseed and olive oil. I like to mix it to give it some extra flavor. And when it's very hot, add 1 large onion cut into small dices. Cook into sweating, then add 4 smashed garlics. Cook a little more and then add 150 grams of tomato paste. Cook until you can smell it and then add 1 large can of crushed tomatoes. It's about 800 grams of crushed tomatoes. Add black pepper and salt to taste, and some more spices. I like to add 1 tablespoon of dried basil and some chili powder, 1 teaspoon. Cook until fragrant again, and then add the ground beef back into the pot. Cook over medium heat for about 10 minutes, or until reduced and thick. Stir occasionally and check for seasoning. Now it's time for you to drop a like if you're enjoying this video, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing delicious recipes and food adventures. For the ricotta layer, we need to make a ricotta filling. Into a medium bowl, add 400 grams of ricotta, 150 grams of cream cheese, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, a half a teaspoon of salt and black pepper, 1 egg. Whisk everything very well until combined. Then add some fresh basil cut very fine. Roll about 10 leaves and cut the leaves very fine. Mix everything together and it's done. You will also need 400 grams of Mozarela cheese and 150 grams of Parmesan cheese for the layers. For the noodle layers, we need of course some lasagna noodles. Cook the noodles into salted boiling water until al dente, about 5 minutes. I'm using an Italian store-bought lasagna pasta. You can make your own pasta dough too, but you can easily find very good lasagna pasta at the grocery store. Now we're ready to build our lasagna. Use a casserole dish or lasagna pan. This way your noodles will fit perfectly. So you will start with the first layer of Bolognese sauce. Add about 2½ good ladles. Over the sauce, add 3 noodles. My plate is exactly the size of the noodles. But if you don't have one exactly, you can just cut and make it exact. It's not a big deal to be perfect, just make sure you cover all the sauce nicely. On top of the noodles, add the ricotta layer, enough to cover the noodles. Just keep in mind you're gonna divide it by 3. Then make a layer of mozzarella and Parmesan. Make sure to add enough to cover the ricotta. Repeat the layers exactly the same until the top. With 2 more additions of noodles, finish with ricotta, bolognese and cheeses on top. Cover with oiled foil so the cheese doesn't stick on it. Bake in a preheated oven at 375 Fahrenheit or 190 Celsius for 25 minutes. Uncover and bake for 25 more minutes, or until the top has all melted and really formed the nice brown and crispy cheesy layer. You can also use the broil for the last 5 minutes to get that crispy cheesy. It will depend on your oven. Let it cool for about 20 minutes and it will be very good to cut and eat. If you cut it very hot, it will be very runny and a little messy and of course too hot to enjoy. This is a really good recipe, you really need to try. I love to make lasagna on the weekends, which makes it easy to enjoy for a few days. I hope you like this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Ciao! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like here. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe here. On Bake Cook Travel, we always bring the best food adventures and food recipes. If you'd like to see more food recipes, click here, and for more food adventures, click here. See you in the next video.